Hey guys, what's up? I'm here with the next topic, and that's going to be, another chemical properties, another chemical reaction from the amine. What this is called? This is called acylation of amines, right? So what acylation mean here? When you do the acylation of amine, you will obtain amide. So basically, it's a conversion where amine is will be converting into a amide. So let me write this and make it very quick. So like I was saying, there we will be doing a conversion where an amine, when react with ester, or it can react with acid chloride, or it can even undergo reaction with acid anhydride. So I am writing anhydride. And with this reaction, what will be coming out? It will be coming out as a amide. So this is the product will be coming out. So this is the main concern here. So what we are doing exactly? What we are doing? We are doing a conversion amine to amide. So this is what the topic is. Amine to amide. Now let's get the equation and get it done. Suppose you have this general equation where RNH2 I am taking, and what you do, you react it with any, suppose I am taking ester here. So the ester is going to be like R, C, double bond, O, O, and this is going to be like R, right? So this is your ester. So we can take any reagent which have this carbonyl group. We can take any group, we can take any reagent which has this one, because this is going to be something adding right over here in between R and N. So if this one is going to be added, right here, this will become a amide. So that's what going to happen. So this is like coming out to be R, C, double bond O, and it's going to be NH2. And what this is called? This is called your amide. This is called your amide. And what you started with? You started with amine. So this is the basics of the reaction. Now let's take an example exactly from the paper point of view. Suppose I'm taking methanamine. Any example you can take. So CH3 NH2. This is what I'm taking. What you do know that nitrogen has a lone pair. Now take an ester here, right? So what I'm taking like CH3. Right, COO, and let's take anything right here like CH2 and just make it short. So I'm making it a bit, C2H5. So you have ethyl ethanoate here. This is your ester. What this ester is called? Ethyl ethanoate. And what this is called? This is called methanamine. This is called methanamine. Why I took this reagent? Because we needed only this group here. We needed a carbonyl group, and this is also available here from the ester. So what's going to happen? Let's concentrate. This carbon is electron deficient. This carbon is electron deficient. Sorry, just give me a second. This carbon is electron deficient while the nitrogen is electron rich. So what will happen? This will be coming to rescue the deficiency or rescue the problem of the carbon. But for doing so, carbon must, break one of the bond around it. So which bond is going to be? There is a sigma bond, there is a pi bond. So the pi bond will go towards the oxygen, but oxygen will result of back bonding. So what will happen? The double bond will be restored. So what's the option coming out to be? There is the option, it can break this bond right here. So if this bond undergo cleavage, this will be entirely coming out to be as a negative one, and this carbon will be coming out to be as a positive one. So I'm just joining this carbon with this nitrogen. So let's write that. So I'm writing this one first. So CH3, C double bond O, and you have nothing but nitrogen. What I'm doing, I'm placing one of the hydrogen that was with the nitrogen, and there you have another hydrogen, and along with that you have a methyl group. But nitrogen this time has a positive charge. Why? Because it has given its own electron in order to make the bond with the carbon. So this is a, the intermediate coming out to be. Now you have to remember that you have a negatively charged, particle right here. So what's going to happen then? Concentrate. Now nitrogen is in electron deficiency. So in order to, make it complete, what will happen, this will be, attracting the proton right from here. So in order to release the proton, what will happen? This bond will undergo cleavage, and this will go with, there, and it will result formation of, the first byproduct is coming out to be ethanol. So it's coming out to be C2H5OH. Just concentrate. This proton has gone with the, C2H5O, so it has converted into ethanol. What remaining? You have now your amide. So you have CH3, this one, then you have a carbonyl group, and then you have NH, but after NH you have a, CH3 also. You have a CH3 also. And this is your amide. So this is your amide we just made. Now what this amide will be called? This will be called, N-methyl ethanamide. So let's write the IUPAC name. This is going to be N-methyl ethanamide. Right? Apart from that, the product here, the byproduct here is ethanol. So what difference would be? Let me repeat back. The difference with either of these are going to be the byproduct. The main product is always going to be amide, right? Like we started with ester, now we have ethanol as a byproduct. In the earlier lecture, I did this very reaction with the acid chloride, and the byproduct was coming out to be, HX, which hydrogen halide. So this is what, the overall reaction acylation is. This is also called acylation. Let me write here what this is called. This is called acylation of amine. Acylation of amine, right? So I have, nothing to repeat back here because this was really an easy way to go. I would say, you just have to go through that, and you can try your own reaction taking either of them, and get your result out. In case you have problem, do let me know through your comment. And even you don't have problem and you're happy what I just did, I would be, gladly, expecting your comments to come, right? You can even, inbox me, you can mail your opinion or whatever you have to say. I say thanks for watching, take care, and see you in the next lecture.